the people. So there we go. And it looks like we're going live here at djc. So I say hello and welcome to VanillaTV. You are through to Admirable and djc with Boomeh on the stream. It is the ETF2L CC12 powered by eSports Grand Final third map tiebreaker decider. This is balls to the wall, Epsilon against TCM, and we're on middle, djc.
Kaidus is so quick to the middle here, but he's getting rushed by both scouts. wltrs and Stefan, and the choke instantly take Kaidus down. Could be a huge swing for Epsilon here. I did see a scout for TCM under. He's on the enemy slope right now. Extremers fighting him off well, but there's a soldier, Zebbosai, bombing as well. Royze with a clever little surf into house. I believe that scout stayed up. He is in fact at the forward respawn, running to the base of Epsilon right now, well behind on 66 health after the pack. Royze did a very good job to stay alive right there, and Rebeli is now kind of caught out, but TCM do have their Uber. Just a question of if they have enough spawns to defend this Spire.
You sound like an over-enthusiastic dog over there. Oh, isn't Royze just a good little boy surfing into the house there, djc?
I love Royze so much, Admirable. How can I not appreciate him? I feel bad that I haven't appreciated X-Streamer as much. You see the back cap is started here by Rebeli, and that enables TCM to block the Spire and even try cap it. hocz kills himself by rocket jumping underneath Extremer's feet, kind of. It looked like Zebbosai jumps to block the point, but he's on 70 health. Extremer will go down to hymzi, but kaidus is down as well. Stefan taken out to a rocket from Zebbosai. The number advantage and clear advantage to Epsilon right now, as it's just byte and Zebbosai, and there's a scout in lobby dancing around in front of their face. He's going to try to run last here, see if he can get to point, but hocz is there. Gear, in fact, wants to go aggressive. He's getting good spam on the soldier on the ground. That is hocz, but Epsilon are forced to rotate back up, just reset, and we see the classic, the thing that we've been seeing since 2008, Admirable, the Rebeli heavy, only now with a fancy little skull hat that he got 2 Halloweens ago.
And it looks like TCM are going to respect that one for sure. And I think that might actually be the Skyrim hat, I'm not entirely sure. But KnOxXx manages to pick him off there. Rebeli going Rambo with that heavy. hymzi gets a frag onto Stefan though, so this might stabilise with Epsilon 2 players down. They want to push against that. Will they? Will they?
I don't know, man. There's only one down for each side. With no heavy, I feel like Epsilon might want to just push this in, but Rebeli will spawning right on top of them. But Epsilon aren't even in a position to push. They're holding defensively back on this balcony area on the right side. Oh dear. He's running through the valley right now, so he's still well out. We have plenty of time before this play is made, if it is indeed made.
Dun 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 dun. It's Mission Impossible here. Stefan's coming in. Dun, dun, dun. He hasn't been spotted yet. He's on
Stefan, he took half health though of a sticky. Is he just going to try and back cap? No, he was well out of position so he wouldn't get hurt, uncloaking. But no sticky coming there from kaidus until so late. But they do lose 3, KnOxXx, Extremer, and Stefan down, but the Uber's popped from TCM here in the process. Epsilon are forced, not quite what they wanted to have happen here, but the scout and soldier trying to get in. There's a scout behind! hymzi with the flank, but he's not really going to get any damage on the Royze until so late into this fight. Zebbosai got in a flank as well, went through the lower lobby and jumped up, hit a rocket onto Royze, and Rebeli is just sitting comfortably on the point. But byte is taking huge damage. There's a scout on there, but the scout has stopped shooting byte and went for the demo and let him survive. Stefan with a bit of a questionable choice there. wltrs is going for last right now. Can he 1v1 this heavy? Can he 1v4 the entire team? Excuse me, a bit of a miscall there, as I didn't notice the entire team running back to last to aid Rebeli in his pursuit of the ultimate defense. There's now a 60% Uber advantage for TCM.
Wow, wow, wow. Royze spawns back again. Like you say, that big Uber advantage. How will TCM approach this? Will they switch Rebeli up from heavy, or will they use him? I've actually seen them bring him out to the balcony, and that's more in a defensive position though. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work as they push out. They are going to leave that heavy on last. There's stickies all over the point as well. Only scouts, no snipers or spies.
Uber is popped here by byte, and hocz actually goes down here. kaidus a bit overextended as well, does get flashed, but there's a scout in on the front door right now. Zebbosai down as well. Epsilon with the full Uber advantage. There are 4 players up for TCM. The back cap has been started, but this will be taken care of rather quickly, as hymzi's only on 4 HP, and this is Epsilon's opportunity. They're 6 alive versus 3. Spawns are coming by the time Epsilon get there, but they'll want to kill that heavy before anything even happens. kaidus actually sitting above the point right now. That's a good delay tactic. He wants the spawns to come. Their effect is getting all over the point. kaidus throwing down the stickies, deading them one by one, takes down Royze. Royze trying to bait the stickies off the point. Epsilon cleaning up anyway. Huge there from Extremer, and wltrs doing a ton of damage. And that's the first round to Epsilon. Admirable.
Yeah, I was watching wltrs there, you know, just because I've got a massive heart on for the guy. He's my homeboy. He just sort of touches the point a little bit, baits the TCM players down there, and then just runs away, goes up top, comes in for the clean-up, meat shots of those soldiers. And kaidus couldn't do anything. He was just swarmed out of there, and it's going to be a valley rollout from TCM. They like to go shithouse, they like to go under. Looks like they're going to go for the underplay now, leading with kaidus.
And it's not spotted yet. Nobody knows kaidus is there. kaidus is trapping Extremer into the house. Gear goes down as well. Nox is fighting on his train. He's on very low HP. Royze actually isolated right now. There's a scout trying to chase him. Royze pushes up to try and get the Ubersaw kill, but cannot. Royze down. Extremely the only one alive. He is backed up in yard here. Tries to jump to the spire. It looks like there's a soldier and demo already there trying to deny him. Extremer's going to have to make a play on the byte here. Gets a good sticky, but gets taken out by the meat shot from hymzi, the long distance mid-air meat shot. And hocz is now up on the point. It looks like he's going to have to lead this Uber in through main. I imagine he and kaidus will get the bulk of this. They're going to want to push quickly. Actually going to rotate through the upper. Bit of a weird play here as they have such a huge advantage, and Epsilon spawns are still coming, but there's a heavy. They're going to go with the lower right push. Will trap out this heavy at the least, get good damage onto him. He actually surfs away behind the point, and they run directly to the point. kaidus try to get some stickies on it. Rebeli and gear down here, though. One scout down for TCM might hurt their capping power. That heavy is out from behind the point. Royze is on the point right now. There's nobody blocking it. Extremer with some huge sticky kills. God. Big kills for Extremer. There's a scout on the point, and that's a full wipe of the combat classes for TCM. Rebeli gets the forward spawn. Byte is on balcony at 140 health. He runs into a scout, gets two-shot by Stefan.
Wow, man, wltrs again sponging damage as that heavy there wasn't even getting the heals, but somehow managed to survive for so long. It looked like kaidus was baiting everybody onto the point, about to get huge frags, but Extremer spawned and gave him a taste of his own medicine with those stickies raining in from above. TCM just didn't realise he'd come back to life to deny them that cap, and now we see Zebbosai sniping on middle. They're setting up. They're looking for Epsilon to push in here. They want to find that head of Royze.
You know what I want to hear right now, Admirable? I want to hear the TCM comms as they're holding mid here, see if they can get this clutch pick. Can we get those going right now? We have them back.
They're pushing now.
They're in.
I'm in our house now. Are you out?
Yeah, we're out. They're gonna push us in. Yeah, they have Uber. Oh, nice. Well played. Let me heal kaidus for a minute.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna hold. What's our charge?
75,
down 100, down 100.
I think they went
Two more rockets.
House 37. They're always push.
Underneath.
Demo jump.
I'm here.
In trash. I mean lobby.
That's all he's
I used. kaidus, where are you?
I'm stalling now. Flash me.
Medic fell from canyon.
Point. Deal with the point.
Scott, second.
He's down.
Second, he's gonna flank zone. Second reach up.
hocz will stay, everyone else push.
Did he die?
hocz is staying, I'll stay.
There's a lot of pressure on trade. We can't get in.
Please. We're outnumbered on middle if we push without.
Yeah, we're chilling up. We're chilling up.
Chill.
Okay.
Deal with the scout behind Zeb. And
He's not behind. He's not behind. Yeah, he went back.
Alright, and we see there how a team deals with an Uber push into their yard. TCM with a rather good defense. There was a scout pressuring the spire, but they dealt with him quite well, Admirable.
Yeah, great awareness of the Uber percentages. Byte managing to survive, ducking under that bridge, and luckily his soldiers with him. He's able to build that and get it in time. And even better than that was the fact that Epsilon didn't really lose that many players. They kept Royze alive, which was the most impressive thing to me, because they were almost got caught with their pants down, but now they are sitting in a strong position here on middle, and they are around up, and they're just going to hold. I think they're just going to hold. That's exactly what I would do, DJC.
They have the round advantage. They have a positional advantage. I don't think TCM are going to get any aggression anytime soon. But there is a soldier coming in. Zebbosai wants to force here. Epsilon going to have to push off of that. It's such a good pick. They have to go. kaidus getting good sticky spam and a choke here. Epsilon actually taking this slow. They don't want to get too aggressive here. kaidus with that patented kaidus move throws 3 stickies at the air at one time at different elevations. But kaidus takes a ton of damage and the TCM Uber is pop it. Epsilon's health is so bad they're going to have to multi a ton here to come out of this fight with 5 people alive. Stefan down early. There's a soldier jumping the spire. kaidus and I believe that is hocz on the spire right now. kaidus is actually trapped out of it. Rebeli on very low health. Extremer is down, so that hurts Epsilon's ability to take the spire as they have that no sticky bump spam.
They need to get out.
They are out safely with that choke. hymzi down though. Once they get their spawns, could be the push here. In fact, kaidus aggressive into the house, gets taken out. There's a scout at choke as well. TCM know they have to back up right now. They have 2 soldiers alone on Grey Bridge with their medic, and the scout is actually getting trapped out trash, but he will safely escape. Both scouts on the spire for Epsilon. They're going to take this with ease, Admirable.
I can only imagine Byte would be a little bit upset right there that kaidus got taken out. That is maybe something we've seen throughout the season, that kaidus can just get a little bit ahead of his team, and he got destroyed right there in the house. And now what looked like a big TCM advantage, possibly a middle point for them, is now going to see them back on last. We've got that heavy out.
The Heavy took so much damage and he's actually dead though. Big play there from KnOxXx in gear. They want to push here through this lower right, but Stefan goes down. That will hurt their push. One scout only for Epsilon right now. And in fact, the scout has breached. hymzi is down through the drop down, or the drop down area, excuse me. He's on Spire right now. Epsilon forced to back up here. They're in a really bad position with their medic with hymzi behind them. He's just kind of sitting on Haunter right now outside a house. He's going to try and get aggression on Royze. This is where TCM need to sacrifice at least a player to try and make a play here, because hymzi's just in no man's land. He's fighting on middle against a scout and a soldier. He wants to go for just a pick to make it even. In fact, he gets Stefan under the point. Big fight there from hymzi. Nice 1v1ing onto Stefan. And the numbers are even, so that won't actually damn TCM. They're in fact going to get cap time right now. They have that heavy up. This is a play Rebeli loves to do. He's out on Blue Bridge. No heals on the heavy either. Rebeli down instantly. The back cap! Huge play by wltrs. Runs to the last. Just caps it. Nobody there. They left nobody on last to TCM, and wltrs got through freely.
Yeah, that was pretty flawed play, to be honest. With hymzi, the only scout being down, how are you going to cap Spire, man? And then as soon as they saw Rebeli there, they knew nobody was last. That back cap was well executed, but slobby from TCM. I hope they aren't losing the cool here as we go 2-0. And we're on to another middle. We see Extremer playing from the balcony. Both scouts straight onto the point for Epsilon. They're going to get right in the face of Rebeli here. He's doing actually a good job at holding them off on his own train. TCM are taking the damage though from this bombing soldier. That is...
KnOxXx is in a really good position though. KnOxXx is under the point right now. Nobody knows he's there. There's a scout on him now, but Zebbosai, Rebeli, and hymzi are already down. TCM down 4 players. kaidus and byte the only ones alive. They have about 110 health combined. kaidus going to the resupply. byte is alone on Stone Bridge. He's going to get that health back in main, in lower lobby. kaidus has to run interference on Grey Bridge right now, but he goes down to the soldier. Had to do it to keep byte from getting chased, but that's not a sacrifice you want to make. They do have the heavy up. Epsilon already in last. byte on 80% Uber. They're just going to sticky this off and try and run on it. They're going to get so much damage on this heavy and soldier. KnOxXx finishes both of them off. byte drops onto the point. Gets the Uber in time, but it's just hymzi alive versus 5 players right now. Epsilon in full control still. The spawns are so far out. kaidus is up, but he gets down instantly. wltrs just sitting there camping kaidus, and it's 3-0 Epsilon. Admirable. This is a steamroll so far.
From wltrs, man. So many scouts would have just tried to go for the point there. wltrs says, uh-oh, Devilman spawning. He's in position, denies him any chance of TCM holding that point. Taken from their hands by that superb Swede. wltrs, I love you, bro! We're on to middle here, djc.
Demo is going window for TCM here. Is actually going to drop down. Looks like I want to do a variation of this under push. Extremer getting really aggressive on the train. This is the play to Extremer. And Epsilon love to run on Badlands, but Extremer's now in the valley. He's a little bit out of position, but he gets back onto the point. hymzi goes down quickly. Trains are traded here. kaidus is alone in the valley, though. Is a soldier on him as well. TCM are really separated here, and kaidus will go down. hocz does pick Stefan. That is 1 scout down, but byte is in the Epsilon house on 90% Uber and 40 health. He in fact has to go for the Uber saw, gets meat shot by wltrs. wltrs having an amazing game so far. He is the top fragger right now, so if you're looking for that CSGO beta key, you better have had wltrs, otherwise you're out of luck right now. And Epsilon will take over this middle with full Uber advantage.
djc, this has been real momentum for Epsilon. I'd like to hear the TCM comms to see if they're falling apart or not. Can they compose themselves?
Zebbosai's gonna go down. Yeah. Med took 80.
Bottom left. kaidus, are you holding it or not?
No, it's Pusik his main.
Get out then.
Someone watch bottom left, I can call it early if they're coming there.
I'm left.
Yeah, but can you watch it and see if they're actually coming from there, I mean?
Yeah, they're left. They're left.
Left now, kaidus. They Uber left on Rebeli.
Point for point.
Solid down.
I'm done.
Yeah, come on boys, just step it the fuck up.
You are it, yeah. Come on, guys.
And you see there, Royze baits the point very expertly. And it just let everyone else clean up. Royze drew everyone to point, and then that soldier, I believe it was Gear, was up top of the height advantage. Rain spam down. It's 4-0. This could be the game-winning, game-clinching round for Epsilon right now. They're at 4-0. We're back on middle. kaidus went into the house, went through the window. He's going to spam from there. Extremer's playing on the train. Scout is getting really aggressive on Extremer. kaidus trying to come off the point. Bomb comes from Zebbosai late into the fight. Extremer backed out all the way. Zebbosai is down, but Epsilon do not have the best of position with their demo so far in the fight. But TCM not in a great position either. They could never climb up the closet. hocz goes down. Huge play from Gear. Takes down hocz and kaidus. And Rebeli goes down as well. Royze goes down at the end of the fight, but byte is down. hymzi is on 7 HP. Epsilon with 5 players alive, up 4-0, pushing the Spire. Admirable, are we going to see a shutout here in the last game?
Oh, djc, I absolutely think so. I just hate to shatter the illusion that we might have competition in our hands, but going by those TCM comms, I just like to speculate. It sounded like, you know, a married couple had just had an argument. Very terse, not much to be said. No love in the comms. kaidus tries to rally them, but I think they're a little bit dejected. I'm calling doom and gloom here, djc. This is going to be a 5-0 whitewash for Epsilon. The Ubers are equal though, and Epsilon are going to play very safe, not even pushing in until they get charged right now.
There are some good things for TCM right now. They do have even Uber. Nobody's dead right now. Epsilon are playing this really passively. There are some very bad things as well, though. There's 15 minutes left. Epsilon can sit here and just make TCM push into them over and over again. Epsilon can milk this clock for all it's worth right now, Admirable.
Yeah, they don't need to take any risks at all. You're absolutely right, and they're just even going to wait for Uber here. They don't want to try just run that risk of getting forced. No matter how slim it is, there could be spies, soldiers hiding in here. They're just going to slowly but surely work up their way up here, and then they will have TCM at their mercy. They can toy with them as much as they want, DGC. They like to use that lower... They like to challenge
the push from
that
Epsilon
lower
here, I
segment.
think. We're going to see the push from Epsilon here. Admirable, this could be the end of the game, the end of this best of 3. They have the scout probing in upper right now. Both scouts with the medic right now, actually spamming from main, getting stickies onto that point, pre-sticking the point right now. Uber's actually going to come in up top right now. Looks like the scouts are both in a heavy. Rebeli goes down, instantly dropped by byte. Oh, I'm not sure if it was even worth it to save the heavy there. byte actually drops to the point as well. TCM out of position right now. It's upside down to gear on the flank. TCM are 4 players, still just trying to get aggressive on the point, but hocz goes down. Can kaidus clutch this? Can kaidus go 1v5? He cannot, he goes down. Epsilon have won the ETF2L Grand Finals, Admirable.
Oh, that was beautiful right there. They just picked them apart, man. So many blue players swarming in after the Ubers were over, and a well-deserved win there. Total collapse from TCM, I have to say. That's going to be 5-0 on Badlands. Your tiebreaker map. A bit of an anti-climax, DJC, but I'd like to hear who your man of the map was.
wltrs was the man of the map. He had a good 10 frags more than anyone else. I think he was sitting on 24 at the end. The next highest was 14. And also now I have to sort out the third and final CSGO key. wltrs is indeed the winner of the top fragger, but big congratulations to Epsilon for their huge win today.
Yeah, that is the headline story right here. I will agree with your pick for wltrs and wrap up for the VODs, and we can talk about this competition afterwards. You have been tuning in to VanillaTV for a monstrous 3-map session. This has been Admirable, djc, HeroCaster, Boomeh on the stream, and we've been watching the ETF2L Season 12 powered by TT eSports Premier Division Grand Final between Epsilon and TCM. Epsilon eSports coming out on top with a convincing 5-0 on that third map. Stay tuned for more.